try and get around that festival of yellow guards they put up earlier. And they have split a yellow guard over, just biting the top 12, but pretty well guarding that red draw that Jacobson got in the back of the house a moment ago. And he's calling for another one, or to rip out the yellow guard that's blocking his route back to his red rock. This yellow, or this red hit has gone right where it was supposed to. Nicely ripped out the yellow guard and rolled over to bite the top 12 on the left. A nice shot from Team Jacobson. So Magic is calling for a hit of that back red rock with not much ice, but as we've seen, the hits have been floating wide. So we'll see about Rick and his in-turn as he comes to the quiet-ish hit of that red rock in the back. So quiet, in fact, that the sweepers are right on it halfway up the sheet. Here they're sweeping pretty hard. Doesn't look like it needs it for line. So they're on it. They're around the guards. They are certainly out drawing. That's a nice draw. And probably hittable by Jacobson. For the moment, yellow lies shot. Yes, Jacobson wastes no time in putting down the broom for a hit of that yellow shot rock in a 4-foot ring. The current scores on all the sheets are updating as we speak, but in the meantime, oh, there it goes. It leaped in. However, since you asked, the current score on sheet B is 3 yellow to 2 red after 3 ends, with the score from the 4th not having been hung yet. Shame on them. But they're in the 5th. On sheet C, red has just made a nice shot to lie to, perhaps, with only the hammer left to come in the 4th. So yellow is doing something for 1. So we'll let you know about that, but at the moment it's 4 red to 1 yellow on sheet C. Meanwhile, on sheet A, red made their hit and got a nice flop behind those yellow guards. So Magic needs Rick to make the same draw he made just a moment ago, and it looks like he's got it. They're around the guards. Nice sweeping, guys, and he drives that red rock through. That's a nice shot from Rick Balala. Magic has got 2 rocks in the house, not doubleable at this point because of all the guards out in front. It would be a difficult double anyway because they're pretty vertical and far apart. So Jacobson is calling to hit one of them. And out she comes. They're sweeping pretty madly right out of her hand. Here it goes. It's curling some, and it's curling.
Oh, well, we're past the guards.
Where she's by the guards.
Wow.
But just ticked the top one, didn't get her double. The double, turns out, was almost there. Yellow is still shot, so what Magic is calling for from herself is a guard to block that hit. Block the hit. On sheet, you may have heard some noise over on sheet C. Yellow was drawing for 1, and it hung out wide. Oh, yellow got 1. Good for them. They sounded like very disappointed, pitying noises over on sheet C. But yellow got their single, and they're getting in the hack for the fifth end. So that's 4 red to 2 yellow after 4 on sheet C. Sheet B has still not hung the fourth end. If this were an official event, we'd be speaking to them about that.
There we go.
There it is. 1 red in the fourth. Red steals 1 in the fourth on sheet B. So that's 3 red to, I think, 3 yellow. I think they got 3 in the second, and that was it. So there you go. Person who has just asked about Team Burns.
And it is scrolling at the bottom of the...
It's also scrolling at the bottom, so if you're able to see that. But by the time you hear this, I will have just read the score, and so you'll be getting all the answers all at the same time. Gotta love our 10-second delay.
Magic goes for the...
Magic is guarding.
Guard draw?
If she's not guarding...
That is a guard.
I'll want to know why. Her sweepers maybe ought to get on that, and they do.
There they go.
I love it when they listen to me from the warm room.
But it looks like it's going to carry a little bit towards the right of the sheet. If they can wick off that,
like
there
that.
we go.
No, but leave it.
Good.
Nice job, sweepers. Very good.
That was a great Plan B execution.
Frankly, perfect Plan B, because it blocks Jacobson's hit, does it not, of that yellow shot rock. They're putting the broom down without much dilly-dally, so maybe there's an alley. Maybe Magic has hurt herself a little bit. Moving that one guard over to the right may have opened up a channel that Jacobson can get to her shot rock with, which if he can, he'll lie 3.
That would be quite remarkable.
And that would put Magic in a bit of a pickle, but we'll see.
Let's see what happens here.
He's definitely coming with hit weight.
No sweeping.
No sweeping. They're ready, though. They're staying close, like good sweepers should.
They're looking for it.
And I think he's behind. He's through. He's got it.
Wow.
Nice shot. So she did, in fact, open herself up.
Jacobson.
He flopped a little more into the open, however, so there's really no particular reason Magic can't do the same thing he just did and flop even harder behind her own stuff.
Right, although Jacobson still has one.
Jacobson has hammer, so this is an important shot for
so if she doesn't
Jones.
Get the flop,
if she doesn't get it, he's drawing for 4, and she is an unhappy curler.
yes.
Last year, 2 years ago. 2 years ago or last year did we take 4 back?
And the warm room is really starting to...
The warm room is starting to
heat up
fill
a
up
little
because
bit.
it is no longer breakfast time. It's breakfast time still, but
people are
it's not
starting to
first thing
shake
in the
off
morning.
the morning groggies. So
It was when Barb was leaving.
Yeah, it was Mischief Night.
Yeah.
We took it. We kidnapped Jorge on Mischief Night. And then we turned up at the Thrifty to
and Magic.
Magic is
the
in
hit.
the hack. She's hitting from the other way, but since Jacobson, there she goes. That's big weight. The room thinks
And
it was
the
a little
sweepers
outside,
are
but
on
there
it.
go the sweepers because she made
It is moving
been
towards the
outside
left.
and started it. I think she's
It might
all
be
over
on
her
the
yellow
guard.
And
Yep.
well, she's cut him down a bit.
Well, maybe not.
A bit, I think. Well, it's hard to say.
Hard to say from this angle.
It's hard to say. She did a little bit. She rolled and then rolled out
And
again.
now-
she bounced off a red one. So
now there's
Jacobson
a
is.
huge path open for Jacobson to put another one in the house.
Jacobson just needs full 12 for at least 3, possibly 4. They're looking at it to see how they lie right now. Or they're talking about splitting that top red one on and removing the ambiguity. I think I'm going to be able to watch this shot and then have to go stand behind the bar because people are getting here who want to buy drinks. So
That's right.
let's have a look at, let's finish this end and then I will be leaving you.
Looks like we have some great guests on the chat room here who are watching friends and family members from afar. So thanks for joining us.
Fantastic. I hope it's warmer in South Carolina than it is here, although it's warmer here now than it was yesterday.
Isn't it like 60 degrees yesterday?
It was windy as all get out yesterday.
That's
It was
true.
very cold. By the time I left
But
here,
yeah, by the time it
at
was
a quarter
dark.
to 1, it was pretty cold out.
And here comes Jacobson for his draw.
And with the ice he's calling, he could be going for the split or not.
That looks light to me, but
It looks
the sweepers
fine
are
to
not
me.
on
The
it.
sweepers are just cleaning, just making sure it doesn't pick. Now there they go, sweeping for reals now.
It was just real far out on the sheet, so the sweeping.
We are
needed
glad to
happen.
be able to supply you, to help you out with our knowledge there,
That was very 60s.
South Carolina.
Oh my goodness! And that just sailed right through the house.
This draw went through the house, and they're looking at it pretty hard and kicking them, so it's apparently clearer to them than it is to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll see when they hang the score whether it was 2. It was 2 red, not 3. So he was drawing for 3. He was maybe trying to split for 4, but drawing for 3, and he missed it. So that's actually a big break for Jones.
That's only 2? Is that
That
right?
red only got 2 in this end. She
Holy
is a
mackerel.
lucky girl. So that has been the 5th end, and
On it right
back
now.
I go behind the bar. See you all later.
All right, thank you very much, Melissa, for your commentary this morning. It's been really great. And I think Monique is going to come in here for some additional commentary while Melissa goes and does her job. I will be doing ice prep a little bit later. These draws finished up, so I'll be bumping him in and out of the commentary all day long.
Excellent. That's
So
what we
we've
like
got
to hear.
Plenty of people here to commentate, so shouldn't be any gaps in the coverage.
Well, I'm glad you found our announcer quite knowledgeable. Unfortunately, I am not as knowledgeable. I will do my best, but I certainly cannot promise those kinds of results. I apologize in advance.
Melissa's quite experienced. I think, 7 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so. Right now you've got 2 50-year hurlers commentating, so a little bit less on the knowledge. Certainly, in terms of being to bonspiels other than 5 and unders, not as much experience there either. But we'll do our best.
So it looks like Magic had called for a draw here, and
Shift cameras.
it's a little bit deep.
Can we, and Jacobson calling for the hit and flop behind their guard.
Indeed.
Now, this is a line that they've been having difficulties with flashing in the previous end coming this direction. So 2 ends ago, they went for a few hits on stones that were in the general
a
location.
very, very heavy rock coming
And
down that ice.
it is very wide as well. I don't think it's going to come back. Oh, no it is. Oh, no it is not. And so again, having the same difficulty that they were having 2 ends ago, coming the same direction with hitting those Yellowstone on the center line, or not hitting it.
Keep in mind they have like at least a half feet delay. When we tell them that it flashes through the house, they
No,
haven't seen it yet.
but the audio is the same as the video. So by the time they see it,
They should.
You're right.
it's okay.
All right, we have not updated the ticker. I'll do that in just a moment, but to give you a quick recap over on sheet A, which is our featured game, it looks like
Sorry.
we have Rocky and Broomwinkle, that is Adam Jacobson skipping, at 5 with the Redstones, and Magic Jones from Chesapeake at 2 with Yellowstones. On sheet B, Team Burns is up 1. He has 4 with Redstones and we are now in the 6th end against Team Fitzgerald, who have 3, and they are playing with Yellow Rocks. And over on sheet C, that is Team Kassab. I believe they're with Utica against Fantastic Four. That is a Potomac team. And Fantastic Four has 4. They're playing with the Redstones. and Team Kasab had